Hello friends, my name is Mukesh Baitanya. As we have seen question answer, now short question answer, essay type questions. First question: what characteristics does Abdul Kalam say he inherited from his parents? What characteristics, good things he got from his parents? APJ Abdul Kalam says that he inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father. He also says that he inherited kindness and faith in goodness from his mother. Both these virtues were provided to be significant in his life, and he shaped himself into a good person. He firmly believed in this type of philosophy that he inherited honesty and self discipline from his father. He also says that he inherited kindness and faith in goodness from his mother. Both these virtues were provided to be significant in his life, and he shaped himself into a good person because good qualities he got from his parents. Number two, Kalam had a secure childhood. Do you agree? Disagree? Give reasons. Kalam had a secure childhood. Do you agree or not? I or Kalam's childhood was a secure one, both materially and emotionally. Illustrate this fact. I agree because although he was one of many children, they had a pakka house and all necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicine, and clothes. However, his father avoided all inessential luxuries and comforts. Luxurious his father was not ready to purchase, but necessity, the things which he needs, provided. Thus, he had a materially and emotionally secure childhood in terms of emotion and material birth. In both ways, we can say that his childhood was secure. Question number 3. How did Second World War give an opportunity to Kalam to earn his first wages? How he earned his first money and how this particular Second World War gave him opportunity. During the days of the Second World War, Kalam helped his cousin to collect bundles of newspaper thrown on the road from to the running train. That particular halt, as you know, cancelled, and that is why Second World War. Kalam helped his cousin Shamsuddin to collect bundles of newspaper thrown on the road from the running train. He was given wages for this task also. There was an unexpected demand of tamarind seeds which he sold and got money in exchange of it also. The demand of the tamarind seeds increasing, he sold, collected tamarind seeds, sold in the market and earned money, and he helped in catching the bundles from the running train to his cousin. This way, the Second World War gave an opportunity to him to earn money. In this way, he got this opportunity to earn money. From the right side, question number 4. What did Abdul Kalam's family do during the annual Sri Ram Sita Ram Kalyanam ceremony? What did Abdul Kalam's family do during the annual Sri Sita Ram Kalyanam ceremony? During the annual Sri Sita Ram Kalyanam ceremony, Kalam's family would arrange for boats with a special platform for carrying the idols of the Lord from the temple to the marriage site situated in the middle of the pond called Ramtirth. His family helped in this ceremony, and his family arranged the boats with a special platform to carrying the idols of the Lord Ram from the temple to the marriage site. Question number 5. How does Abdul Kalam describe his mother? How does Abdul Kalam describe his mother? His mother was an ideal wife who taught him to be gentle and kind. She was generous and fed many outsiders at their home every day. She was a lady with a generous heart and true kindness, which Kalam himself learned from him and kept it with himself throughout life. What he says, his mother was an ideal wife who taught him to be gentle and kind, taught goodness. She was generous and fed many outsiders as their home every day. Not easy task to provide food to the others. She was a lady with a generous heart and true kindness, which Kalam himself learned from him and kept it with himself throughout life. He learned that type of higher lessons of goodness and faith in goodness, self-confidence, that he learned from his mother. Question number 6. What was the difference? What was the difference in the attitude of the science teacher and his wife towards APJ Abdul Kalam? What was the difference in the attitude of science teacher and his wife? Though the science teacher was an orthodox Brahmin, he broke social barriers and mixed with other religion and communities. He was coming from orthodox, yet he did not believe in that type of social barriers, and that is why he broke. Once he invited Abdul to his home and served him food besides sitting and eating with him. He told Abdul Kalam to come and eat food with him. His wife was very conservative and refused to serve Abdul that time. His wife was very conservative and refused to serve Abdul Kalam. However, her attitude changed on seeing her husband's behavior, and next time she served Abdul herself. She realized her mistake, and when next time Abdul Kalam coming, then she herself served with her own hands. Now question number 7 on new page. Do you think the new teacher deserved the treatment meted out to him? Why? Why not? Do you think the teacher deserved this? Yes, he deserved it. Spreading poisonous thoughts of communal intolerance in children's mind is a serious crime. It is not good at all. That is why telling serious crime. Yes, he deserved it. Spreading poisonous thoughts of communal intolerance in children's mind is a serious crime. If a teacher indulges in such mean act, he deserves no sympathy. Therefore, he was given a good amount of scolding from one of the parents, which put him on the correct path. Naturally, that type of spreading, that type of poison is not good, and that is why he needs or deserves this treatment or punishment. Question number 8. How did Abdul come to know about the progress of the World War? Abdul came to know about the progress of the war from the series about the war narrated to him by his brother-in-law Jalaluddin. Abdul came to know about the progress of the war from his stories about the war narrated him by his brother-in-law Jalaluddin. Later on, he tried to find these even in the headlines in the local Tamil newspaper Dinmani. In the Dinmani. These were the ways in which Kalam used to get the news of the war. In this way, by reading the newspaper named Dinmani, he got this news. Describe the child Abdul's house in Rameshwaram. Describe his house in Rameshwaram. Abdul's house in Rameshwaram was their ancestral house built in the middle of the 19th century. It was built in the middle of the 19th century. It was a fairly large Pakka house. It was a large Peri and Pakka house made of limestone and brick on the Moss Street in Rameshwaram. It accommodated all the members of his family. Kalam loved his ancestral house very much. He loved his house very much also. Long answer. First one. How did Abdul Kalam feel when he earned his first wages? Earning one's first wages is always special, naturally. It doesn't matter how much you earn, but what matters is the self-respect you earn from it. It doesn't matter how much you earn, but this particular you earn money, that is enough. This feeling is cherished throughout one's life, and it keeps on reminding the pride one has when one does it for the first time. When you does it for the first time, naturally you remember this. When the Second World War broke out, emergency was declared and the train halt at Rameshwaram station was suspended. Abdul's cousin, who distributed papers in Rameshwaram, needed help to collect the newspaper being thrown from the running train. The halt was cancelled at Rameshwaram, so his cousin needed a person to catch the bundle thrown out of the running train. Abdul fulfilled this requirement, thus earning his first wages to carry out this task. At that time he felt very proud on earning his first wages. Another time during the Second World War, there was an unexpected and a sudden demand of tamarite seeds. He used to collect the seeds and sell them to provision shop on Moss Street. In this way, he earned his first wages, and he had higher proud. Second, how was the science teacher Shiv Subramaniam Iyer, though an orthodox Brahmin with a very conservative wife, be a friend of Abdul Kalam? Give incidents to support your answer. How he became the friend? Science is what we see based on reason, and rationale. There is no room for anything that is without proper logic and rationality. Science does not accept anything without proof. The barrier of religion and likes of it are nothing but irrationality. Iyer, who was a science teacher, believed that same way the science teacher wanted to break social barriers. He did not believing in this because he realized that this type of keeping differences is not good at all. The first incidence of friendship was when he exhorted Kalam to be highly educated as he recognized the intelligence of the child. His friendly advice gave inspirations to Kalam for further studies, as later on Kalam asked his father permission to go to the district headquarters for higher studies. We supported this about Abdul Kalam in providing proper guidance. The other incident which showed that the teacher was Kalam's friend occurred when he invited Kalam to his house for meal. The other incident, as you know, he invited Kalam to his house for taking meal. His orthodox wife was horrified at the idea of Muslim boy dining in her ritually pure kitchen, but his wife prevailed. Ultimately, these two incidents were enough to show that the science teacher was a rebel and he was determined to break these barriers which prevent the people from growing rationally in any way. He realized, he understood that this particular matter we should not believing in this type of differences, and he realized that is why he supported Kalam. He invited Kalam also, and he saw that giving proper guidance to the Kalam also. Question number 3. In fact, I would say mine was a very secure childhood, both materially and emotionally. In what way was the speaker's childhood secure? Explain the statement in course of the context of the lesson My Childhood. A childhood must be secure, safe and sound, what he firmly believed. This ensures the proper growth of a child and let him foster positively. What further says that this ensures the proper growth of the child and let him foster positively. The statement of Kalam is much indicative of the same thing when he said that his childhood had been secure. Kalam, the speaker, lived in ancestral house. He lived, as you know, in his father's house, a pakka house of brick and mortar, which was very large. His father, a man of innate wisdom and real generosity of spirit, provided all necessities to his children while avoiding all inessential comforts. His father also believing in this particular matter, in this particular way, and he also believing in proper guidance, proper way. So, keeping till here, this has completed this particular point. On new page 230, food, medical and clothes were adequately provided. Besides, his mother taught him faith in goodness and deep kindness, which gave him emotional security. He learned all the values in his childhood from his mother. A childhood is not just about growth, but it is all about getting the right values at the right time, which Kalam did get. Therefore, it can be said that Kalam had a secure childhood to claim. In this, seeing this all, we realize that he had a secure childhood and is proper. Next, number 4. What incidents took place in Rameshwaram Elementary School when a new teacher came to the class? A new teacher joined the school in Rameshwaram. He was a believer in the religion and wanted it applied on the students of the school. He knew came as and believing in religion. The day he came to the class, he saw students sitting close to each other without the marked distinction or religion. Kalam used to wear a cap showing that he was a Muslim. His best friend Ramanand Shastri wore a sacred thread which identified him as a Brahmin. The new teacher could not tolerate Hindu priest's son sitting next to a Muslim boy in the front row of the class. He ordered Kalam to sit on the back bench. This was ordered so that he could stop the mixing of the students of different religion sitting close to each other in the classroom. Ramanand became sad when Abdul started to sit in the last row. All this left a bad impression on Abdul. This incident shows that both the boys did not have any objection, did not have any problem, and yet he confused or just both didn't like. Ramanand Shastri also didn't like. He became sad when Abdul Kalam was going on the last row. Question number 5. What happened in Abdul's school when a new teacher asked Abdul to sit at the back of the class? What values was the teacher lacking? What values did Lakshman Shastri display at the conclusion of this incident? Abdul used to wear a cap which identified him as a Muslim. He wear a cap which identified him as a Muslim. His close friend Ramanand Shastri wore a sacred thread which marked him as a Brahmin. The new teacher, being communal minded, could not tolerate a Hindu priest's son sitting beside a Muslim boy and ordered Kalam to sit on the back bench. Ramanand became sad at this. After school, both these boys informed their families about this matter. Ramanand Shastri father Lakshman Shastri summoned the teacher and in the presence of the boys scolded the teacher for spreading thoughts of social inequality and communal intolerance in the minds of the innocent children. The boy's father, Ramanand Shastri's father, Lakshman Shastri, called the teacher and told that he should not spread the poison. Here the teacher was lacking the value of considering all children equal, whatever faith they may have followed. Here Lakshman Shastri displayed the values of considering people of all religion as equal, besides showing that he could change people's traditional thinking which had no relevance in society. He also believing that this type of keeping the differences was not good at all. Question number 6. Once you decide to change the system, such problems have to be confronted. What system is being referred to in the sentence from the chapter My Childhood? What are such problems? Every society has system which forms the basis of the operation of the society. It is a set of rules, regulations, ethics and principles to be followed by the member of the society. The system referred to here is the system of discrimination on the basis of religion. It is narrow-mindedness. It shows the narrow-mindedness of it. The system referred to here is a system of discrimination on basis of religion. It is narrow-mindedness based on the feelings of social inequality between communities and religions and communal intolerance. Here showing this every society has a particular system which formed on the basis of the operation of the society and set rules and regulations. For instance, the Brahmin lady did not allow a Muslim to enter her kitchen because she felt that the purity of the kitchen would be spoilt. Brahmin lady did not allow Muslim boy and firmly believed that she felt that the purity of her kitchen would be spoiled. The science teacher, a rebel by nature, invited Kalam to his home for a meal. It proved that if one is determined to face problem and change the system, one will succeed. Society doesn't accept the change so easily, not ready to accept it. It takes time in according the change which are very old and established. It is very old and already put into practice. Problem would not have been in much easy so that they could be eradicated from the society completely. It is not good, that is why it must be eradicated from the society. Here the end of this particular lessons and lecture also. Write one time in your book and prepare question answer properly. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.